Where have you been, Jess? You were doing so well. You were uploading on a regular basis. Where did you go? Here I am. Haven't uploaded for about a week and a bit, and I am very, very, very sorry about that. To those of you that have noticed I was missing, of course. Little bit of an explanation as to why I've not uploaded anything for the past week and a little bit. So the past week and a half has been incredibly difficult for me, beyond overwhelming in a variety of different ways. I'm going to choose not to go into the detail of the ins and outs of everything, otherwise this video would end up being like a 25-minute long video. But as a lot of you guys already know, I do have bipolar disorder and I do suffer from depression. I really did hit another extreme low, and I was feeling so terrible that I could not have put any makeup on, never mind got dressed, never mind sit in front of a camera. In a way, I've not really been able to function properly because of a lot of really horrible things that have been going on. The past week and a half, past 2 weeks have been so difficult, and I'd really just like to thank some really good friends of mine that have been keeping me company through WhatsApp, as silly as that sounds. I'd really like to say thank you to Shona, Kira, Ellie for being there for me throughout all the crap that's been thrown at me in the past 2 weeks. I'd also like to say thank you to Shona for calling the police from Ireland for me to double check that I was okay. I can laugh about it now. Because I'm on the other side of it all, but I really, really just wanted to say how thankful I am to have such good friends, and it just goes to show that no matter how far away certain people are, when it comes to important things, distance does not matter, and Shona certainly proved that. I'd just like to say thank you so much to those 3 women for keeping me strong. Thank you for being there for me. I really, 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 really appreciate it, and I love you all so much. I really, really do. I'd also like to say thank you to a few of my subscribers too, and you know who you are. I'd also like to throw a shout out there for Savannah, if you're watching this, my little Instagram buddy. She has really put a smile on my face in times of desperate need, and it was by pure chance that we started talking. She has really come through for me in a variety of different ways, offering support from out of nowhere. No matter how much you follow the rules of life, it doesn't always go to plan. Sometimes it blows up in your face. Sometimes you see things you really don't want to see. There's a page on Facebook that I'm part of, and it's a lot of people that are kind of connecting throughout all of the world, talking to each other, reaching out, sending love and light to each other, positivity through harsh times and things like this. And I wrote a long essay on this Facebook page because I was just at my wit's end. I was really struggling, and I didn't want to overload my friends too much, and I didn't want to overload Shona and Ellie and Kira because they'd already done so much for me. All of these thoughts that I was having and how I was struggling to stop thinking all of these negative thoughts because we're going through such a hard time. And a few people connected with me on there, and that was so helpful in a massive way. And it just goes to show that people are out there, and just because somebody can do something really, really horrible to you, for example, doesn't necessarily mean that everybody's like that. I put myself in such a vulnerable position to write this post on Facebook. You know, I wouldn't normally do. I normally keep myself to myself in that way. To do that just randomly when I was at wit's end, and then so many people came through for me, and then through being on this page I connected with a certain person, and she gave me some advice. She definitely has some gifts, and she said to me, it's on my whiteboard, wise advice: bring order to the chaos and beauty to the world. It really resonated with me, and I feel like we connected on like a really, really strong level. She gave me a lot of really helpful advice. Very, 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 very wise advice just when I needed it, because I don't have a mother figure in my life. Like, the closest thing to a mother figure I've got is my yaya, which is my grandma. I do have my mum, who I've like tried numerous amounts of times to have a proper relationship with, but I'm not going to go into detail about that right now. And it just kind of feels really, really nice to have connected with somebody on a level that's also older than me, that I've just been able to speak to, you know, about things that I'd really like to have spoken to my own mum almost. That sounds so bizarre, but literally it's the strangest thing ever, but out of nowhere. But she gave me some really good advice. That's definitely helped me a lot. So through speaking to this really lovely lady, I kind of just dug deep inside of myself and grabbed all of my raw emotion, and instead of screaming and feeling upset and just about everything that was going on in my life, my throat was so sore, but I just persisted to sing, and I just sang and I sang and I sang and I sang. And I ended up stumbling across an old video of mine, and the video was the Smile Project. And I don't know if you guys have been here long enough. The video was published in 2011, I believe. I only had around 2,000 subscribers at the time, maybe 1,500. I can't remember. I didn't have the world's greatest amount of subscribers from what I can remember. Let me know if I'm wrong, by the way, and I'm remembering things wrong, but from what I can gather, I did not have that many subscribers, and I just reached out to everybody. I really wanted to get as many smiles involved in a video to kind of uplift the community as well as spread positive message. And it was one of my very first video project ideas that kind of collected people from the community and got them involved as opposed to just doing it on my own. And I edited that video together in iMovie. Now I use Final Cut Pro. And back then my editing was nowhere near as good as it is now. Not that I'm amazing or anything, but I've definitely just improved a lot. And I'm gonna give myself credit because I never give myself credit for anything. And it's something that I've come to realize I'm really harsh on myself, like way too harsh on myself. So when I watched the Smile project back, a specific smile in the video kind of set me off in a bit of a nostalgic way. And it kind of invoked an emotion inside of me I didn't really want to experience, as well as kind of resonating with how I was feeling at that moment in time about everything in my life. And instead of crying or instead of sitting there and just feeling really anxious about said situation, instead I just sang, and I just sang my heart out. Instead of just singing and singing and singing and singing, I decided to put my headphones on, open GarageBand and record it. I did Where Is My Mind, and I also did Secret Smile, as well as doing a cover of Central by John Frusciante, and I think I did a Melanie Martinez one too. But the John Frusciante one, the vocals need redoing on it, and the Melanie Martinez one, the vocals need redoing on it. But the Secret Smile, I actually recorded that one all the way through twice and harmonized myself and didn't even realize that the whole thing kind of sounds like I was trying to harmonize myself. It was so bizarre because I usually nitpick the shit out of myself. I'll sit there whenever anything is musical orientated and I'm so harsh on myself. I critique my music more than anything else, more than my art, more than my makeup, more than anything in the whole entire world. I critique the shit out of my musical ability, despite the fact that I'm a grade 8 pianist, grade 5 guitarist, grade 8 vocalist. But to me, I don't feel like I fit in any of those boxes, because even though you can give me sheet music and I can play it on the piano, it's like I could sit next to another grade 8 pianist and they would be a lot better than me. And when it comes to my vocal as well, I'm grade 8 in rock school, so I've been taught to sing a certain way, but then I've kind of learnt things along the way, but my voice has also changed along the way. Smoking's changed my voice. The more shouting and screaming that you do, that doesn't help. It's changed in a variety of different ways. I found that I sing differently depending on the mood that I'm in, and I sat there and I sang Secret Smile all the way through, and when I played it back I thought, what's stopping me from making Smile Project number 2? What the hell is stopping me from making another one of those videos? And instead of actually using the track from Semisonic this time, I'm going to use my own. So I've got my own cover sorted of Secret Smile. Now what I need is your beautiful smiling faces, all of the smiles in the world. And just like the very first one I did all that time ago in 2011, here we are in 2016 and I want to do the same thing. Let's do it. We should definitely do it. And I'm probably going to make another video about this because this is a little bit of an update video. So if you want to submit your footage into Smile Project number 2, I will leave the information down here. Everything you need will be across the screen or in the down bar, or both. In terms of the rules for submitting a video, please just put your name and your location. Don't be specific. I don't want your address. I don't want to know your postcode and everything like that. I just need to know if you're from America, say which state you're from. If you're from Europe, let me know what country and city. It's like identifying the location of where that smile is coming from, but without giving too much away. And this time it's going to be edited in a whole different way, but still based on the same principle, which is just to share smiles and positivity around the world. Literally, anybody can submit. If you're below the age of 18, just ask for your parents' permission, because at the end of the day, if Athena was like, let's say 16 years old, and she went sending a video of herself to some random 24-year-old woman on the internet of her smiling, I might be like, why haven't you asked me about that? Who's this chick? Ask your parents' permission first if you're under the age of 18 to submit a video. That sounds pretty standard. Also, on the note of the Smile Project video, I'd just like to also give an update. In about 2014, I asked a bunch of you guys to send clips to me for a mental health project. If you're still here, let me know. If you remember what I'm talking about, let me know. And I didn't end up going through with it because collecting footage but not having quite enough footage to kind of do what I wanted to do. And then life got really, really crazy and I just did not have the time to kind of put it all together. And my laptop was also having a fit at the time. So if you want to know more details about the mental health project, I will leave the link to that video down below. Even though it's old, all of the same things still apply. Literally everything, the same address to send your clips to, what I want from you, etc, etc. And if anything, the fact that I delayed myself with this project will just make it better. Smile Project, if you want to get involved, links in the down bar. Mental Health Project, if you want to get involved, links in the down bar. Both of them are video art. I will also link the Smile Project original video down below. I remember being so excited because Veronica Varlow shared my original video saying, I need your help. And so many people got involved with that video because of Veronica Varlow, and so many people found my channel because of Veronica Varlow. So bloody hell, thanks Veronica Varlow, even though now I'm in 2016. I will leave all of the information in the down bar. bar. I have been struggling, but I am taking some very good advice on board. I'm not a waste of space no matter how much someone tells me I am, and I am not somebody else's thoughts or actions. I am my own person, and I hope that all of you know that. I don't want to live life with any hate in my heart, because what's the point? There really isn't any. So I thought I'd do a little bit of an update video and then insert the cover that I did, and I hope that you like it. It's a little bit different, it's more experimental. I'll put the link to the SoundCloud track as well in the down bar. Bear in mind that the Pixies cover was just literally one take. I also panned the audio so that it came and went, because I'm saying where is my mind, and that's literally how I felt in that moment, because I was quite manic when I was singing it as well. I was really, really upset when I was singing that song, so I just put all of that emotion into that track and I left it at that. So I really hope that you like it, and it's a little something else. If I don't put it at the end of this video, I will link to the video in the down bar. I will speak to you guys soon. I'm so sorry that I've been distant for a week and a bit. I hope you're all having a wonderful day. Let me know if you want to get involved in the videos. I'll leave all the information in the down bar. Bye!
In this society, sometimes it's hard